It seems like every cheating story that I come across on this site ends in tragedy. So I decided that I am going to share my story that does not end in divorce and despair. 3 years ago, I cheated on my husband with a younger colleague. It happened on a business trip after I had a few drinks with this colleague and clients. We ended up back in my AP's hotel room and had sex. It wasn't the alcohol's fault that it happened. My husband and I had fallen into an all-too-common mid-30s routine of work, kids, and little sex. He had put on weight, and the sex, which was never really great, had become downright dull. So when the opportunity sleep with a cocky young, fit guy, I didn't stop myself. I figured it would happen once and that would be it. Well, right after it was over, I knew what an awful decision I'd made. I ran to the bathroom and threw up, and it wasn't because of the alcohol. I had just destroyed my family. I waited until I got home to tell my husband, and when I did, the look on his face broke me. It was the worst moment of my life. I loved my husband. I still love my husband. How I could be so weak and selfish. He didn't want a divorce for the kid's sake, but he did leave our bedroom and barely spoke to me for months. I tried my best to convince him that what happened meant nothing and that he was the only one I've ever loved, but it didn't work. He still wouldn't talk to me and spent any time he wasn't taking care of the kids in the basement. Well, it turns out while he was down there, he was working out. After a few months, he started looking pretty damn good. At first, I thought he was working out to quell his anger, but then I started to fear that he was going to look to cheat himself, which would kill me, but I didn't have any justification to complain. If he wanted to cheat, I'd have to swallow it. Turns out he had no intention of cheating. To make a long story short, he was getting in shape for me. I never told him why I cheated, but he figured that I must have been unsatisfied with him to do it. So he set out to fix it. When we eventually had sex again, it was amazing. He was a completely different person. He was passionate and confident and did things he was always reluctant to do in the past. I will let you figure out what those things were. Now, we have a great marriage and sex life. I am completely fulfilled and would never dream of cheating ever again. My husband says he still thinks about my cheating often, but since he knows that he satisfies me, that it no longer makes him feel depressed. I read a lot of stories on this sub and a few others of men who have been cheated on and they immediately end their relationships. Once a cheater, always a cheater, is what I read often. Well, I was a cheater once and only once. Now I didn't hide it and knew immediately it was a mistake. If your woman carried on for months and you had to discover her cheating, that's different. But if your lady confesses to you and begs your forgiveness, I urge you to give her a chance to earn your trust back. When she says it will never happen again, she may be telling the truth. Additional detail. After reading all the comments, I want to elaborate a little. My decision to cheat wasn't something that I had planned for more than about 20 minutes before it happened. I had fantasized about AP before, but never entertained the thought of doing anything. Then I found myself in a perfect storm. I was away from home, drunk, and AP was pushing. I thought in that moment that I could indulge just this one time, and then the hunger for good sex would be gone. I just wanted those thoughts to stop. Well, it wasn't 5 minutes after it was over that I realized how absolutely foolish I was to think that. The decision to tell him was easy. He's too good a man to be treated the way I treated him. He deserved to know the person his wife had become. We both deserve blame for our bad sex life. My husband wasn't very affectionate. He rarely flirted with me, touched me, kissed me. When he wanted sex, he'd put minimal effort into getting me in the mood. So it was all very mechanical, no passion. Now, I could have talked to him, been more affectionate to him, seduced him. I didn't. I never talked to him because I feared making it worse and hurting his feelings. I was a fool. If we ever find ourselves in that place again, I won't make the same mistake. I left out a lot of what I did to earn his love back. At first, there wasn't much I could do other than be nice to him. He wouldn't talk to me. He barely looked at me. Then I started writing him love notes and emails until he eventually started talking to me. We still didn't talk about the cheating until much later. He didn't want to hear it. But when we did, I was truthful. Also, everyone is very focused on his weight loss as the reason for our improved sex life. But what really turned me on was how he took the cheating as a challenge. He didn't just wallow in self-pity, he took action. And yes, I know my cheating wasn't something he needed to fix. I am just telling you what happened and how it made me feel. Lastly, For people saying he's buried his feelings and will leave me when the kids are grown, you definitely don't know him. When my husband was sleeping downstairs, my oldest child knew something was up and asked my husband if we were getting divorced. My husband told her no, that he loved Mom and will never leave her, that she didn't have to worry. He would never lie to his child like that. And even though I don't deserve it, he would never lie to me like that. When he says he loves me and isn't going anywhere, he does mean it. He's too honorable to lie like that.